What is up, guys, and welcome back to the Hell's Newsletter podcast. It is currently August 14th. We are filming this 16 hours before it has to go up. But we did promise
we are good YouTubers.
We are good podcast hosts.
Good content.
Yeah, we're good podcast hosts. We promised you guys we'd get 2 episodes out a month this year, and that's what we're determined to bring you. But yes, welcome to what is probably going to be a contender for one of our most scuffed episodes ever.
Dude, it has been a week of busyness.
It's been a week of just absolutely what the fuck is going on for me.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I started my new job.
That'll do it. Yeah.
And it's not hard. It's not even that. It's just I'm learning a new job, and instead of my shifts being from like 5 to 11, my shifts are 5 to like 12:30 or 5 to 1:30.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. I'm also running up 3 flights of stairs and carrying food.
Yeah, that'll do it. Like, the learning curve is especially the hardest part.
Yep.
And I mean, yeah. Like, about the most eventful shit that's happened to work for me this week was, I had this idiot ask me where the batteries were after staring at them for 5 seconds.
Nice. We love that.
It took every bit of self-restraint that I had to not just say, are you fucking kidding me right now? Because, like, it had been a stressful day at work. So
it was on my second day of work, and I'm upstairs on the 3rd floor. I work at a big driving range, we'll call that, with lots of food. Yeah. I'm not gonna say the name because I will dox myself.
Yeah. So, I can say the name of my company, but it'll still dox me as well because only 11 stores exist in the Bay Area. But it can only dox me.
There's only so many. Yeah, there's only so many of my stores. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, like that's the thing, you know.
So, I was on the 3rd floor, right, and for our restrooms, right, it's in a little building, a little hallway, right. But there's a big sign. There's a square sign sitting at the top.
Wait,
right?
Is the restrooms connected or no?
Yeah, but they're like inside in a door. You have to open a glass door and go in the hall, right? So, but above that glass door, right, in the main area, there's a giant square sign that says restrooms. It even has rainbow LEDs going across it. And I'm talking like Corsair level. You couldn't miss that shit if you tried. You could not miss it. Okay? I'm standing directly under it. And I mean literally directly under it. And a lady comes up to ask me, "Excuse me, where's the restrooms?"
Up there?
Oh wow, would you look at that? I literally just looked up. I was so baffled I didn't say anything yet. So I looked up and I went, "Oh, they're right here." And she went, "Oh, my bad. I'm sorry." I'm like,
yeah, no, like it's
like,
people are
come
so
on, bro.
Stupid. It's just like my job is like both of our jobs are like 95% working around people. Like we understand this, but like, come on. There's only so many brain cells I have to spare per day, and like staring at the batteries.
I'm not gonna waste one on that one.
Yeah, like staring at the batteries and then asking me where the batteries are is like one of the worst fucking things you could do. Because it's like, like to put it in perspective, right? Like you walk in, like, okay, so say like this is where my hands are right here. This is like the register area, right? We have 2 doors in my store. On the right side is the entrance door, and on the left side is the exit. So as you walk through the entrance, there's 2 ways you can go. You can go to the right or to the left. The left will take you by the front of the registers, POS as we call it. And to the right will take you further into the store to the other departments. So this guy walks to the left, and I had earlier yesterday just hung those batteries up in the morning, and he walks up by and stares at them. It's not where they normally are. It's not where they belong. We just had spares that we wanted to get rid of, so we hung them out there for people to have easier access instead of going all the way back to our backcountry department. And he walks up and he stares at him for 5 seconds, and then like turns fully around to my register and just says, "Where are the batteries?" And I looked at him and I'm just like, I didn't even say anything at first. I just was like,
they're right there.
No, like I didn't even say anything at first. I just kind of paused because I was like, okay, I need to be professional about this. Because like for those who used to know, for those who know, knew me back in like early 2020, 2019. I used to work at a CVS. Like, you got used to this fucking stupidity there. People suck. The company didn't give 2 fucks about you. You could have died on shift and they would have replaced you in an hour.
Yeah, pretty much.
For those who don't know now, I work for a local company called Sports Basement, local to the Bay Area only. They're opening another store in Anaheim later this year. Great place. If you guys ever get the chance, I'd recommend you go check it out. It's basically REI, but actually fucking cool. Yeah, fuck you, REI.
Dick's Sporting Goods for the rest of the U.S. and I don't know a comparison outside the U.S. Sorry.
True, actually, yeah. For those who don't know, it's also Dick's Sporting Goods, but also cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, for those who don't know REI, yeah, I forget REI is a West Coast company.
Yeah. I was about to say over here it's like there's Sporting Goods and then there's Dick's Sporting Goods. And then that's it.
Well, we're basically a sporting goods store, as you can tell by the name Sports Basement. But, like, you know, it's like a community store, which is really cool, actually. Like, for a little fun fact, like, it's not like, you know, like completely clean and neat as you would assume most stores are, like, you know, fully carpeted, all this shit. Like, no, we have like these like clothing racks you usually see in like the back area of Macy's stores. We move those around. Our floors aren't like fully furnished, and we get like tape on the ground and stuff. Like, even my store, it was an old grocery store, and we still have like the giant dairy signs, the food signs and stuff like that up. And I fucking love it. People love it. It's a great place. Like, we keep it clean, obviously, but it's like, it's not like a fully like redone furnished place.
The only place that I can say is like close to that near me, like a local place. I can't remember the name of it. I probably shouldn't say it either. It's a little too close.
Don't do it. I'm okay doxing my store because I work far from it.
Right. But there's you can buy like used stuff and like pre-owned stuff. They'll wash it, take care of it, and stuff like that. Yeah. And it came in so handy when I was playing street hockey. Went to go look up hockey gloves and went, oh yeah, that's $150. Yeah, no thank you. I went to that store. I think I paid $25.
Yeah, no, that's the upside of it. Like, we have like a thing we do. It's called pre-love, and like people donate their old fucking equipment. We resell it in stores, and like we keep a portion of it, and we kick back a portion of it to either the customer or a charity.
There you go.
Yeah, it's honestly really fucking nice.
Let's go. That's sick.
It do be a vibe. But yeah.
Oh, wait. We didn't before every episode we usually discuss what we're going to talk about because we're scatterbrains and don't plan this out, right?
Oh yeah.
You know what we didn't mention? How was the Thirst Project Summit?
Oh right. Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah. So for those who don't know, I mentioned it last episode, but I went to LA 2 weeks ago, which at the very end of July, and I was actually at the summit when the last podcast episode got uploaded. I was there on July 30th. It was the second day of the summit. It was that Saturday. Yeah. It was fucking great, and like, I mean, let me tell you right now. For those who remember, who were in my community in 2019, and Oofs as well, I met Luke.
Oh my God! No shot.
No, I met him. But you want to know the funny thing? I didn't even meet him at the summit.
Oh my! Where?
So here's the funny thing, right? We got there the day before, you know, because you're supposed to check in your hotel. We checked in the hotel. We were relaxed and stuff, right? We had ordered dinner, and you know, I ran down to the front lobby to go get an HDMI cable from him because I wanted to plug my laptop into the TV. And I'm standing in line, right? There's a couple guys ahead of me, and I noticed one of them's wearing a Legacy Summit shirt. And I kind of poke him like, "Hey, you guys work for the summit?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "You going?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude." And this guy on the left like reached out to shake my hand, and he's like, "I'm Luke," and I'm like, "Do you work for the Thirst Project?" And he's like, "Yeah, you kind of look familiar. I think I know you." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Lucy, dude. What's up, man?" And it was the funny thing, because the summit was the next day. I ran into him at 8 p.m. in our hotel's lobby.
The next...
And it was amazing. The funniest thing. But it was so cool. Like, he's such a sweet dude. And I love him so much.
To explain is, by the way, oh God, lag spike.
I'm gonna explain it to you.
Hang on, getting there. All right. Sorry, we went to 20 FPS there for a second.
All good.
to explain who Luke is, back in the day, there was a Thirst Project like creator event, right?
Wait. Let's explain
24 hours.
Hold on. Let's explain what Thirst Project is first and what we did.
Before
we mentioned Luke, so people won't know Thirst Project entirely. Thirst Project's a charity based in LA that we heard about through someone who shall not be mentioned. And essentially, they're a charity that builds wells in less fortunate parts of the world, namely Africa, to try and give communities clean access to clean water. And back in 2018, back in 2018, Oof and I did a 24-hour straight charity stream because there was a whole creator event going on. And most people were like, let's do 2 to 3 hours. Me and him, our dumbasses, were like, fuck 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah,
let's do 24.
Let's just do the whole day.
and we did. We did great. Like we
did fine. Actually, it was a great stream.
16 hours on Minecraft.
That's where the legendary Rockefeller clip is from.
That is, yeah. We spent 16 hours straight on Minecraft. I wish I was kidding. We spent 16 hours on a server together with other people.
So the Luke comes into this because he was the
he's their social media manager,
content manager, social media manager.
Yeah, so he works on their he handles their Twitter, he handles their Twitch and stuff, and Luke's popping into both of our streams, just hanging out, saying hi and stuff, chatting with the communities, getting to know everyone. And he also did that in 2019 in my 48-hour Thirst Project charity stream. He was there as well,
and also
hanging out, chatting.
I remember I did another Thirst Project stream a different day, and he was also there too.
Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah, so that's how we know Luke. And I ran into him there, and he's like, yeah, I think I remember you. I was like, no way, dude, this is fucking awesome. Like, he's such a cool guy. I love him. And he's like the sweetest human ever, dude. He's great. But yeah, it was the whole thing. The summit was great. Like, we did a whole bunch of shit. Like, had a few people. I made some pretty good connections. I'm actually starting a business now because of it.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm starting a clothing business, so that'll be pretty fun.
Well, shit.
Yeah, no, I got a business plan together while I was there. I made some contacts with some actual already CEOs and entrepreneurs there, and I have their business cards. They're like, yeah, reach out to me if you have shit about this. And I'm like, all right,
okay then.
Yeah, I got their business cards.
We see you missed the big shot. All right.
Yeah, evidently, man. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, we did a little speed pitching session as well, which was a little nerve-wracking because as I was walking over there, Luke noticed me and was like, hey, do great. And I'm like, oh God, he's the only one here who knows my speed pitching abilities because I did it on stream for him.
That's amazing.
But yeah, I also got the opportunity to talk to the CEO of Thirst Project and Legacy Youth Leadership, which is the charity that hosted the summit. Mm-hmm. His name's Seth. Great dude. I love him. There was that. And what's even cooler is I met a guy there. I'm not going to say his name for privacy reasons, but I met a new friend there, right? And I'm actually, after TwitchCon, so I'm going to be in TwitchCon in October from the 5th to the 12th. We're actually going to have to get that podcast done really early because I will be gone for 2 weeks straight. But yeah, I'm leaving October 5th and I'm coming back, and I was going to come back on the 12th originally, but on the 12th I'm actually going to go to LA. I'm going to go to his school and I get the chance to speak in front of the entire student body about owning a business and about Thirst Project. So that's going to be really fun.
There you go.
And then 3 days after that, on the 15th, I'm going to be going and volunteering at Thirst Project's annual Thirst Gala. So I'm going to go into that event too. Yeah, and I'll post a photo of the tweet here. But I went and registered for it, and Luke on the Thirst Project account actually tweeted out and said, shout out to LuciKOH for being the first volunteer to sign up for our Thirst Gala thing. We'll have something special waiting for you, which terrifies me, by the way. No. I wish I was kidding. Here's the tweet. It just says, we'll have something special waiting for you. And I'm just thinking, oh, God.
Oh, God.
Because here's the thing. I'm just I'm terrified of what they're going to do. Because, here's the thing. I know it's not going to be anything bad. Thirst Project, they're an amazing group of people, but it's a gala full of people raising money for charity. What have I done? Raised some money for charity. I am afraid. No, because it's so unpredictable. Amazing, it's so unpredictable, and I'm scared. I'm like, what? I don't know what to expect, and I'm afraid. But it's going to be great regardless. I'm going to post this clip on Twitter and tag Luke. Oof. You there? I think he crashed. But I'll continue. Essentially, yeah. So that's that. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, that was the summit. It was a great 48 hours. Everything was awesome. And I loved it personally. It was a great time overall. Yep, my menu froze up. But yeah, another thing that's happened in the last 2 weeks. I've mostly been working. I'm starting college this week actually on Wednesday. So that'll be pretty fun. I'm doing some journalism classes and also an acting class because I want to start doing some stuff. I want to start doing some more live action, or not live action stuff, some more scripted stuff on YouTube. I want to actually start getting stuff going on that. Oh shit, I can't stay up late tonight. Some other good news that you may or may not give a fuck about. Your boy's finally getting ADHD medication after his hospital sidelining him for 5 months. He's back. All right. I was running out of things to talk about.
I am back from the ether. Jesus Christ.
All right, he's back. Sweet. I was running out of things to talk about.
I want you to know my entire headset turned off. Just completely cracked. Don't know what happened, but we're back.
I was running out of things to talk about. I mentioned I was starting classes on Wednesday. It's talked about doing acting classes and journalism. Actually. Yeah, I'm doing an acting class. I'm starting my
I'm starting my retakes. Not really as interesting. Starting my retakes on Tuesday.
That's fair.
It's my retake semester. Wonderful. Yeah. So excited.
I would also mention, I'm getting my ADHD meds hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah, it was supposed to happen, I think.
Well, no, the funny thing? I'm going to the hospital tomorrow because I have to get this sorted before class starts, hopefully. Because you know why?
Of course.
I've been on the phone with my hospital since February trying to get the shit sorted. Yeah, it's August.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
No, they're fucking... it's a nightmare. I've been on the phone with them a few times.
Mark had the same issue, actually.
Who did?
He was trying to get this... Markiplier. Yeah, he was trying to get this new medicine. Yeah. He was trying to get this new medication. It was it's a new ADHD med, right? It has less side effects and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And it took him, I think he said, a year and a half.
No, it's
a year for him to actually get a hand of it, and he needs it. He takes Adderall on the daily.
I have to. That's the thing. I haven't done it for years, but it's starting to become a very prominent issue in my life. I have noticed over the last year, especially. I am getting jack shit done during the day because I just keep getting sidetracked by every little thing. I'll be working on my computer editing a video. I will look to my left, spot one of my knives or something sitting on the thing, and I'll go fiddle with it for 3 hours straight. And then I'll be like, oh, I started editing at 4. It's now 11 at night. And I'm like, great. So it's I have to get this shit done. I will fail the semester. I will not get shit done on time if I don't have my fucking meds. And that is something I cannot afford to do again. I have dropped out of 2 college semesters and failed out of 1. This is not something I can do again. I do not have the money to blow in college like this.
Yeah.
And it's fucking me over. But
100% feel that.
Yeah, no, I was on the phone with my hospital ever since February. Then they kept ducking my calls, throwing me to different departments, and I'm just eventually I got so fed up that I called them again about a month ago, and I was like, yo, I need my fucking meds. And you know what they did? They actually got me this intake thing, right? Where they were like, hey, we just needed some basic information, which they already had, but they made me do it anyways, which was stupid. So they asked me the basic things, and I see your history, you've had ADHD meds before. I'm like, yeah, no shit, I've been diagnosed as a kid, you fucking idiots. And then it just went on, and then they asked me about my mental health, which I'm not going to state here because it's not anyone's business. But I gave that, and they were like, "Yeah, we need to put you in therapy before we can give you this medication, just to get some of that stability stuff worked out." And no,
we already got there. Keep going.
No, you know what's stupid? I was already in therapy from one of their outside referrals.
Yeah, right? I was about to say.
No, I already was, but no. It gets worse, right? It gets worse. They created a new referral and shut down my old one.
My God, which gave you a new therapy.
No, it didn't. It kicked me out of my therapy.
Okay.
I'm not in therapy.
Oh, great.
I got kicked out a month ago because of this new referral that I cannot figure out, because A, it's conflicting with the old one, which was not fully canceled because it was still in effect. And now this new one can't be processed because the other one is still in effect. But the other one can't be used because the new one is in effect. And now the whole system's just fucked.
I was about to say, because that fucks up your insurance, because your insurance already sees that you've been going to therapy and getting the coverage for this one, right?
You know what's worse?
Yeah.
My insurance is this fucking hospital.
Yes. It's like, okay, they see you're going to this therapist. They're like, okay, so you're using your benefits, right? You can't use your benefits again. Or you I'm not.
I'm not trying to.
I never wanted to change it ever.
Yeah. But no, that's the thing. This, like, I can't complain to my insurance agency because they are my insurance agency. Like, out here, a hospital and insurance agent, these are 2 in 1, and I'm like, fuck off. But like tomorrow, I have like an appointment with my actual doctor, and it's like, I think I labeled it as a physical. I'm not even gonna let him give me a physical. I'm walking in and I'm literally just gonna say, I've been trying for fucking 5-6 months now to get my ADHD meds. I need you to write a fucking prescription. Like, fuck the physical, fuck my mental health. I am going to fucking fail at life if you do not give me my fucking medication. And I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be rude as shit. Like, I know it's not entirely his fault. Okay, actually, it kind of is his fault. I've emailed him 4 times and he has not responded. So fuck that guy. Sorry, I'm like very heated about this. Like, this has been 6 fucking months.
The thing is, this is not the bad thing to be heated about. I mean, not getting your like, medication that you literally need to function.
Yeah, like, I have been able to function as a teenager and shit without it. Why? Because I was a teenager. I didn't have life, like, adult responsibilities consistently. All I had to do was cook, do high school, and live. That is something I can do easily without ADHD meds. Why? Because I never did homework all throughout high school, and I still passed. It's a fucking scam. Yeah, I passed with like high C's and low B's. Homework is a scam. Not in college, though.
You do not, kids, do your homework, but
no, don't follow my example. Don't follow my example. You will get low grades if you don't do your homework.
Yes, but if you are in a time of struggle and in need, just know that you
can skip it.
Bend the rules. You can bend the rules a little bit.
Yeah, like if you are like absolutely fucked for a week, it's not going to kill you if you don't get an assignment done.
So watch your percentages, watch your point totals. It all varies by how your school system works, right?
Yeah, it depends on the school system, like how the school system grades work as well. Keep an eye on it. But like, yeah, if you miss an assignment it's not going to kill you.
Just watch how much each assignment is weighed, right? So a certain assignment, like some random worksheet is going to be worth 0.2% of your grade.
Yeah. I mean, well, that's how I did. Like, that's how I did. Is like I did the homework that really mattered. That was like, 3 to 5% of my grade. But if it was like a percent, I was like, fuck it, I don't care.
Just make sure you get the stuff that is significant. Get that stuff done.
Yeah.
And if you're struggling with that stuff, then maybe consider actually doing your homework.
Yes. Yeah, no. Like, here's the thing. If you're not good with doing in-class work, do your fucking homework. I was very good with the in-class work. I almost all the time aced it, which is the only reason I passed. Like,
yeah, see, the thing is I can stare at a teacher for 30 minutes, probably not understand a word she said, right? But I'll go take the test and get an A on it.
No, that's how I did it. Like, that was my thing. I will tell you this right now. Like, every
study ever.
I know every final I studied for, I failed. I'll tell you this right now. And it's really funny because this was my junior year, right? I studied for both my math and science finals. I failed them both. You know what final I didn't fail?
What?
Spanish. The one class I had a 70 in, which was 1% away from failing. I got a 95 on that.
Of course.
On a language I did not understand and still don't.
Yeah. I won't lie. I most definitely cheated on my Spanish exam. I will not lie to you.
Dude,
not the speaking one, because that's literally impossible. But
you can't cheat on the
written exam, I fucking cheated. I fucking cheated the hell out of that.
Well, that's the thing. I didn't even cheat. I don't know how I did that. Like, I should have failed.
However, yeah. However, I will say, to my fault, to not my fault. All right. Other people were looking at my paper first. All right.
Oh, they can get fucked then. Yeah, no, you did fine.
I was like, yeah, you could look at my paper, but go ahead. But I'm just copying this dude next to me. So
yeah. I mean, like, I'll say this right now.
Take your wages, my friend.
I'll say this right now. Like, depending on what career you want to go to and everything like that, not all of your high school classes are going to be important. Like,
yeah,
I will say that. So it's like, it's
I'd
okay.
say though,
still do them. Still do them, please. Like, don't discount them. But like,
I will say though, I wish I actually did pay attention in Spanish too. I actually legitimately wish I actually like remembered stuff from like. Sure, I remember a few things. Yo no sé. I do. I get it.
I know how to introduce myself and ask how you are. That's all I got.
Yeah, that's about it. I could tell you my name. I may be able to tell you my favorite color.
Considering I only know one color in Spanish and it's a racial term, I can't tell you my favorite color.
Nice.
Can you just imagine?
Negro, like, I remember.
Yeah, I'm gonna bleep that. Actually, no, it's a color. That's fine.
Anyways.
Yeah, no, but like, can you honestly imagine me trying to like, no, because you know the funny thing? In my Spanish class, like, we had to like say that color, like the color black a lot, and it was really stupid because every time, like, you know, a white person or anyone who wasn't a person of color would just say it,
you can just hear in the murmurs.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. No, the white person, me included, would always like falter a bit because they're like, if I say this wrong, this is gonna sound like a slur, in both Spanish and English.
Well, the thing is, you just pronounce it how it's pronounced. As long as you say "y negro," it's pronounced the forgetting part. It's fine. It's fine.
Well, that's the problem. Is like
it's all based on the context.
No, someone forgot that one year.
People have definitely also hello. I don't even know if the character can do this, but forgot in my class.
Yeah.
So
no, in mine, like, they just fucked up, and what they did was instead of using el, they said a. So yeah. Nice. And for those who don't know what that means, it's pretty self-explanatory. What that means in English would just be a black.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's not something you want to say.
I mean, it's not like you're saying a racial slur, but you're kind of pushing the line there.
You're not, but if you live in America, especially, it's not something you want to do. Like, yeah, but like, yeah, there was that. There's something else.
Goddamn water.
That's fair. There's something else I was gonna say. Fuck, I blanked.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah. No, like when it comes to like school and everything, like just going back to like that career discussion, like if you know what you want to do, like you don't need to 100% retain every bit of knowledge from those classes. I recommend you still pay attention because like I'll say there are some things that I wish I could remember from high school. Like there were some like interesting topics that I wish I had like paid attention to because I wanted to know more.
I wish I didn't slack off as much as I did in astronomy.
Same. Like
I did actually like learn a lot. I did actually learn a lot from that class, but Mr. Pinzino was a goated coach. He was a goated teacher, and I won't lie, disrespected him some days. I will say.
I feel like this is probably an unpopular opinion here. I feel like that's kind of just the nature of being like a high schooler at some points. Like, 15 to 18, like 14 to 18 is kind of like, that weird age. Everyone's kind of figuring out who the fuck they are, like apart from like their families at that point. Cause it's like, from like 1 to 13, I mean, most people, they've only ever gone like places outside of school with like, families and shit like that. And it's just like a whole thing.
Right.
So it's like, you're kind of figuring out who you are. And I mean, like, I'll admit, like, I don't get me wrong. It's like disrespect. You should not disrespect your fucking teachers. Like, they get paid jack shit for what they do. They like half the time use their own money to like set up parties for kids if they can, shit like that. It's like, don't disrespect your teachers. They're working fucking
even basic stuff like supplies and stuff.
True,
like
yeah, that's true.
Like the way the government treats fucking teachers.
They treat them like shit.
Jesus,
they treat them like shit.
Fucking cry.
Especially
in like Florida and Georgia. Oh my god, those are two states that I've experienced it the most. Because my stepmother, it's a long story. she was and is an elementary teacher, and they just constantly just get screwed by either educational pay cuts here and there. Like, they just don't have enough money for the school. The textbooks are shit. The standard is not really up to par anymore.
Yeah, and I mean,
it's just a fuck situation.
And I'll say this here as like a guy from California. Even in states that actually give a fuck about education, like California, it's still not good here. Like, I'll admit, like, our school teachers don't make that much more than someone in a state where their government doesn't give a fuck about like education. Like, it's better, obviously, but it's not good by any means. Like
I've posed a question for you. How much do you really think a teacher, we'll say a high school teacher, actually makes?
Right. Yeah, no, like, here's the thing. Like,
how much do you really think they make?
Go ahead and comment down below, like, what you think they make. And, like, I'll throw the answer down in the comments in a couple days. Like, but, yeah, how much do you think a teacher actually makes? Like, on an annual salary.
Because it's a lot lower than most people think.
Yeah, no, like, I'll say this right here. I have had someone straight up telling me, like, oh, I think a teacher makes, maybe, I don't know, $120K a year. And I'm like, yeah, sure.
Get laughed at, idiot.
Yeah, no, like, and I'll say right now, if you're guessing close or higher than that, you are fucking dead wrong.
I'll even tell you, most college professors don't even get close to that.
They don't get 100. Like,
yeah,
my college professor, I think, at most, like, gets, I think the most expensive, like, or the highest salary I've ever heard for a college professor is like $63K.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
I think that it would be, and I think it would be more in, like, better schools like Harvard. And,
yeah, I mean, I'm talking community colleges because I don't have experience with like with like major colleges. I'm sure they're better paid.
Well, the thing is, a majority of colleges in I believe so. A majority of colleges in America are usually smaller, right?
I mean,
big universities. They're your local colleges, right?
Yeah, there are a few giant ones, but like most of these colleges, like, are actually, they're barely government funded. Never mind.
Barely government funded, but
I was
government funded.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I would rather my taxes go to a college.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be an
because clearly the money that I'm paying for to get the roads fixed ain't going to fucking nowhere. So,
yeah, like, I'll admit,
let's just put it to use.
Yeah, like, I'll admit, I appreciate my state's tax dollars, like, going to fix the roads. Like, I consistently see, like, construction crews and stuff doing shit out with them, like, repaving them and stuff. I appreciate that. I don't think it goes to everything, but, like, for my federal tax dollars, I would rather it go to college than to, like, go watch a bunch of, like, fucking military guys go jerk off in some other country. Okay, let me rephrase that. I don't think you're in the wrong for being a part of the military. I'm not blaming the soldier here. No. I'm blaming the fucking idiots, the clown fucks running the show. Like, I don't give a fuck what, like, I don't give a fuck what people say about, like, oh, we need a military. We have literally not been attacked in this country since 2001.
We don't need to have a hold on the entire world like we do.
We don't. Like, and I mean the only attacks we've experienced since 2001 on domestic land have been domestic terrorists, Americans. We have literally not once been attacked since 9/11 by anyone else. And I mean, like, all due respect, if you're a part of the military, like, good on you. I'm not judging you, but I really find it stupid that my taxes are going towards a $60 billion warplane when I could be giving free college education to a person I've never met, just like so they could have an easier life for themselves. Like, I'll admit, that person I never met, I don't give a fuck who they are. They could be like someone part of my community even. And it's like, I would rather my taxes go to them, because at least I know at that point I'm making a difference in someone's life, not, sending a fucking drone overseas to go drone strike a kid by mistake.
Right. By the way, what
I have no idea. Let me check.
I'm going to be like only like
41
25 minutes in.
Yeah, 41. We started a couple minutes after recording, so I'd say maybe 25 more minutes.
All right, whatever. It's fine.
Yeah, or at least 20, and then we'll be good.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's just my opinion about taxes, though.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's just the fact that even our public education system itself is, I think I've said this before, is sold to the government.
It is
by Henry Ford.
Yeah.
For $3 million to make workers, not thinkers.
Yeah. Well, no, that's the thing. This is like my personal thing. This is like my personal thing. I mean, yeah, this sounds like a fucking stupid ass inspiration post or whatever, but like, look at a fucking car from the early 1900s and look at them nowadays. Look at a computer from the early 1990s versus nowadays. And then the education system has not changed since the 1850s.
Yep.
Like, kids that were in classrooms in 1850. 172 years later, in 2022, they're still sitting in classrooms in neat little rows. Those classrooms were initially designed to build factory workers, what were needed at the time. And I mean, this may just personally be why I was one of the worst students in school. I do not think like that. I don't care what the fuck people want, but unlike, in the past, I'm not going to have the creativity beaten out of me by some stupid ass school system that thinks, fuck all of this creative bullshit. You need to work a normal office job, like a 9 to 5 for the rest of your life till you're 65. Then you can retire and die 3 years later. Fuck off.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Straight up. No. This is my personal thing. I don't care. I will figure this shit out one way or fucking another. I'm starting a company. I'm doing content creation. I'm working at a place I love that actually gives a fuck about the world and people. And it's I will get this shit figured out and done one way or another. I'm not working in a corporate office 9 to 5 for the rest of my life. And you couldn't put me there if you tried.
There you go. It's just that simple.
Yeah. No. Honestly, this is just my personal thing. And I mean, again, gonna sound like an inspiration post. I don't give a fuck. Fuck what the world thinks. If you want to do something, I don't care how ambitious it is. I don't care how ambitious it is. I don't care what the fuck it is. Do it. Fuck what the world thinks. Fuck corporations.
Literally, I don't even care if you say, "Oh, I want to travel through a black hole." Okay.
Fucking do it.
Figure it out.
Here's the thing.
Figure it out, bro.
This is my personal thing. I don't care how dumb it seems. I don't care what the fuck it seems. Fucking do it. Fuck what the world thinks. Fuck the way the world is set up, and fuck what the way society is set up. Do whatever.
Because maybe you won't figure out. Because maybe you won't figure out how to travel through a black hole, but you'll figure out how to detect one, and you'll figure out how to detect how big one is and what the centripetal force of it is and stuff like that. You know, it's just an example, but
here's the thing. Other than that, okay, say you don't want to do that. You'd specifically want to figure out how to travel through a black hole. Your research on that could gateway future generations into being able to do it.
Exactly.
Here's the thing.
Think about not just your footprint. Think about not just your footprint now, but think about what you could leave behind.
Think about the footprints of the future generations, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
In a way to put it, everyone's going to walk in the snow at some point in their life, right? But there's always going to be future people walking in that same snow. Who walk away.
At least give them a path home.
Yeah, this is going to be this is going to sound a bit fucked, I guess. We're all going to die eventually. All right?
No, that's not fucked. I think that's actually a more construct people need to understand more.
Well, no, this is it's leading somewhere. It may sound a bit a bit fucked at some point in this. I'm not sure, but we're all gonna die eventually. We're here for what? On average, 70 to 100 years. We are all gonna die, and there's no avoiding it. B, there's no lengthening. You cannot escape death. It's the great equalizer, as they fucking call it. Fuck what everything is. Because here's the thing. Go think back 10,000, 20,000 years ago. None of this shit existed. These cities we see that are like so commonplace nowadays didn't exist. These societies that we see didn't exist. It was desert. It was forest. It was wastelands. Like it was just
even if you want to look, even if you want to look even like closer back, look at Dubai 25 years ago.
1995. There was
25
nothing.
years ago. Ready? Desert sands and a literal sand dunes.
Here's the thing. I'll show a photo. There was nothing on these outskirts. Nothing at all.
Nothing.
Like,
and look what they have now.
Yeah, and I mean, this is another thing that I want to state. Like, we're just coming down to it. Like, think about the way the world is set up. And I mean, like, say you don't want to, like, imagine the past or anything like that, right? If humanity were to vanish right this instant, our cities would be in shambles in 100 years. In the amount of time it takes a human to live out their full lifespan, our cities would be overrun by nature. The buildings would crumble. Everything of humanity would be erased from history. No one, and I mean nothing.
Wouldn't,
the Earth would not remember us.
Yeah, the thing is no matter what, Earth keeps moving.
It does.
Like I know we talk about global warming, right, and how it's going to be the end for us, right? But guess what? Hey, at the end of the day, flooding the entire Florida or not, the Earth will keep fucking spinning for 4 more billion years unless the sun decides to blow up earlier.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
It's just reality.
That's the thing. I mean, like, again, at the end of the day, like, humanity could vanish and the Earth would never know it. Like, we are nothing.
Does not give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, that's just anything. Like, this is like a quote that I wrote a little while back on a book that I'm working on, but like, it's like, it was something along the lines of like, we are but a footnote in the Earth's history. Like, again, we could vanish and the Earth would never see the difference. Ever. Mm-hmm. It would overtake our cities. It would, like, everything we knew in 1,000 years would be nothing more than a mountain later on. Like, these cities would crumble. They would turn into rubble. Water would wash them away.
Dusts of sand. Literal dusts of sand.
Yeah, like, it would be
gone. You ever heard that song, Dust in the Wind, by Kansas? Literally that.
Literally, yeah. No, and that's the whole thing. It's like, that's one thing, is like, just if you think about it, like, again, society didn't exist this way. You know who made it this way? People. So, like, again, if you don't like the way society is, if you don't like the way something on this planet is, fucking change it. Fight to change it. And you know why you should? Because that's what these people did to make society the way it is now. Like,
and if more people think about that, then actual shit will get done. It's crazy to think. If we all think of a common idea, shit gets done. I know it's a foreign concept.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say this, right? Like, when you want to change something, like, I will say this: so many people are against change. Like, you will experience resistance, you will experience hate, you will experience so much negativity as you try to do it. Like, I mean, take Martin Luther King Jr., for example. Wildly different things, I know, but bear with me for a second. He believed in something and he fought to change it. And at the end of the day, that dude experienced more hate than I could ever fathom in a million of my lives. Like,
yeah.
And like, look at us now. Like, I just want everyone to take notice. That was about 60 years ago, the 1960s. That was not in the past. That was very recent. Yeah. Like, and just think about it. Like, you hear all these things about what happened in his time, and it's like, it's always in his time. That was our time too. I know people who were alive during that. Like, I have friends.
Here's a comparison. Yeah. If the entire history of the Earth was made up into 1 year, if it was squished down into 365 days, humanity has been here for 2 minutes.
For 2 minutes. And our Industrial Revolution started about 1 second ago.
On December 31st.
Yeah. Our Industrial Revolution started about 1 second ago, I believe it was. If we're scaling that. Yeah, something about 1 second ago. So all of our recent history, and I'm talking like the last 300 years, maybe 400 years, right? All happened within the last single second.
Yeah.
Humanity has been alive for 2 minutes in the history of the Earth.
Pretty much. At 365 days.
Yeah. So 2 minutes to midnight, pretty much. That's how long we've been here.
So guess what? Make the best of it.
You know, like that's the thing. Like this is one thing I think people fail to consider so much. Like everyone, like so many people are always like, you know, shit's fucked. I mean, like people are always like, I don't want to be here anymore. We're still fucking here. Like
at the end of the day,
we're still fucking here. That's the thing. Because like, this is like my thing. Like, you know, like you're sure, like, you know, climate change is happening. You know, there's fucking Europe's currently burning to the ground because of it. You know, like they're experiencing heat waves they've never fucking seen before. But like that's the thing. At the end of the day, it's like people are always like, you know, I don't fucking want to be here anymore, dude. Like just shit, like some shit's gonna wipe us out of the earth, whether it's our own shit or something else. It is a fucking miracle that we are still here. Like we should not, statistically speaking, we should not be alive.
No.
Like no. The chance you were born alone says that like none of us should be alive at this point. Because it's like the rarity that you were born alone, but also the extreme randomness of the universe. Billion? 1 in a billion or something like that, but also the extreme randomness of the universe. Do you know how many like how much like space rock and everything there's just flying around? Or like, you know, just the off chance that, you know, no other giant planet mass has mistakenly flown into our universe or into our galaxy somehow and just fucking spun in and collided with Earth by mistake.
Yeah.
That's the most random shit. Like another, like, that's just something that's like so interesting to me. Like people are always like, they're either so filled with hate, they're so filled with like, you know, despair and shit like that. And I'm just like, it's been like what, 600 something million years since like the dinosaurs were hit by a meteor and wiped out.
Yep.
The fact that it hasn't happened to us isn't by any pure luck. It's like chance.
Pure chance.
Like there is nothing statistically here that says we should be alive. And I mean, if something were to like, you know, hit the earth tomorrow, like this is something that I think people, like everyone should think about. Are you happy with what you've done so far in your life? If not, fucking change it. Because here's the thing, like, this isn't going to be like some, you know, some movie if shit like this happens, you know, like, if something like that hits the earth, there's no escape plan. There's no, like, this isn't like, you know, going to be a fucking movie where, you know, oh, main character syndrome, you know, you managed to get to an evacuation. There are no evacuation ships. There are no preparations for this. If something hits our planet, that's it.
That's it. We're done. Dunzo.
Like, yeah, we have zero chance of survival on that. Like, you know, you could send a rocket ship to space, but it's not going to be like, you know, oh, they're going to run out of food in like a year and they're going to starve. Like,
yep.
Humanity has no viable survival path on anything. Like, if something was to happen tomorrow, if we were to like suddenly see a meteor and it's like, we predicted the path, it's like, oh, this is going to hit us in a year. This isn't going to be like some, you know, movie where they're like, oh, we have a year to live. Let's build some giant fucking spaceships. Get the fuck off the planet. Like, no, it's over for us.
That's like, pretty much it.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Like, people don't understand just how lucky it is that we're here, and just how random it is that we are able to be here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like you said, it's often taken for granted. One of my favorite quotes. It's from a streamer that we used to both watch.
Sonny?
Common sense just isn't so common anymore.
Yeah. Was this Sonny or someone else?
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, it's true. It's like common sense isn't that common anymore. And I mean, like,
it just isn't.
It's just something like.
That's sad.
It is sad.
That's sad that we're sitting here discussing that common sense is not common.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's sad.
You know, this is just like a challenge from me to everyone watching at this point, all right? Like, I'm well aware, you know, we can't all, like, you can't, like, fully live like this, but act like a meteor's gonna hit the Earth tomorrow, all right?
Yeah.
Like, just live it like, okay, like, you know, I understand, you know, people have jobs and shit, but here's the thing, like, you know, if you're, like, thinking, oh, there'll be another time for this, you never know when that last fucking time's gonna be. Live like, you know, there's gonna be a meteor that hits tomorrow and life on Earth is gonna get wiped out. Like, that's what I want y'all to do. Live like, you know, the Earth is going to end tomorrow. Humanity is going to be wiped off the face of existence. And that's it.
Yep.
Why should you live like that? Because, honestly, who fucking knows? That might happen one day.
Yeah. Because, sure, a meteor may not hit you, but guess what? That bus that you were walking by this morning, might just burst the tire.
Yeah, no, idea. I'll say this right now. Like, you know, like me in the past, I used to make jokes about this shit like a lot. I've been hit by a few cars and 2 buses. We're not going to comment on how many, but it's fine. But like, here's the thing: I could have died during any of those hits, and I didn't. That's the lucky side.
When I was younger,
I didn't.
When I was younger, I lived in a neighborhood where I didn't know I was going to live the next day. I didn't know if I was going to make the walk home.
Stuff. Yeah.
No idea. No idea. But guess what? Here I am sitting in VR, a virtual reality world, talking to my friend that's 3,000 miles away from me.
Fucking exactly.
Talking to a podcast.
Exactly. Here's the thing. Both Oof and I have had times in our lives where we could have died, where we had no idea if we were going to fucking make it. Like, and like, I will say this right now. Like, just the fact that we were both able to make it this far, like far enough to meet each other, become great fucking friends, and like all of this, pure chance. And
pure chance.
I don't care what anyone says. I'm fucking grateful for it.
Yeah. Like if I didn't, one move, and I don't meet Lucy.
Yeah.
I don't follow a certain channel that me and him both used to like back in the day. Never would have met.
Yeah, like I kick a fucking rock, and all of a sudden I never like meet any of these guys. I like miss like everything, and I just like I could be on an entirely
take a totally different path.
Like you know, like fucking I could have taken like 1 block to the side one day just walking home, and who knows, I might be a fucking scientist instead of like a content creator with a creative mind.
Exactly.
Like like
I have no idea.
This is one thing I also want everyone to consider is like, all the people everyone you care about, everyone you love, and everything like that. One thing differently in any history, like even before you were born and shit, you might cease to exist. They might cease to exist. You might never have met them.
Yep.
Like,
sure,
it's pure random chance that any of us are even here and know each other. So take that into consideration next time you do anything.
Go out, live your life. Make sure you get your responsibilities done, and eat and drink.
Yeah, like
about it.
Yeah, like again, in one of my favorite quotes ever from an artist that I absolutely love, "Live a life you will remember." And if you don't know who that's from, his name was Avicii, Tim Bergling.
Man himself.
Yep. He has an amazing song, actually, quite like this, quite about what we're talking about. It's called The Nights, and the reverse album that is called The Days. Both 2 incredible songs, both that carry an amazing message. I recommend you listen to them.
There you go. Well, to be honest with you,
actually coming
I know.
Too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, September 8th.
I know this would be cutting the episode short. To be honest with you, that probably is the best way we can end it.
I think that's
probably the best we could do.
We actually just hit an hour mark, so I mean, we'll be like 50-minute episode. That's fine.
Okay.
Honestly, yeah. Right, no, this is like a perfect way to end it. Like,
go out, live your life.
Go out, live your life. Like, honestly, fucking do everything you've ever wanted to. Why? Because you don't know if how long you're gonna fucking be here. Like, I could get hit by a car tomorrow, and the last thing I ever want to go through my mind before I die, whenever the hell that may be, is am I happy with how I was? Do I regret anything?
Yep.
And I want that answer to be no.
Yeah.
So yeah, go
very
do your
simple.
shit. Like fucking live unapologetically. Fuck the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Do what you want.
Fuck them hoes.
Exactly. Fuck them up. You see that behind us? That's the government. Fuck them hoes.
Fuck them hoes. I'm sorry for whoever's random house that is.
Yeah, this is like an image of like some Google Map shit. I feel like we're in like I think this is an Asian country.
Yeah.
It definitely is. I see like a temple there, back there. Yeah, like right.
Yep.
Yeah. This is definitely an Asian country. I'm so sorry if this is your town. It's a beautiful place. We have a beautiful view over there. Here, I could actually show you guys real quick.
It's quite nice out here. It's coming down into the
yeah. This has been our view for the entire podcast.
Like, infinite pool. Okay.
Yeah, this has been our view for the entire podcast. It's fucking beautiful.
I'm drowning.
Oh wait, there's something. Hold on, there's a sign on that hill up there. Oh god, my camera's frozen. There's a sign on that hill.
I was totally not drowning.
You jump in the pool. Oh god. Yeet. Oh, there's even water sound effects. Yo.
Yeah, wait. There's water physics and stuff.
Yo. How do I get out? Okay.
Bro, you just trigger on the ladder, bro.
I'm stupid.
See you later.
But you want to end it off?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's get the hell out of here.
All right. All right.
There we go.
But yeah, like again, that's like our final message to you for this month. Live your fucking lives. Do everything you've ever wanted to. And yeah, I guess as always, we hope you guys enjoyed. We will be seeing you all in the next one. Links will be down below. I'll tweet out and post the Q&A link a few times in case you guys want to ask any questions. Remember, it can be literally anything. There's no guarantee we'll answer anything, but you know, just like again, live your fucking life. Ask to your heart's content. Fuck it. Like, you know, we can't guarantee we'll answer everything, but just fuck it. If you want to like ask something fucking stupid, ask something fucking stupid. Like,
that's fucking stupid. Yeah,
fucking do it. But yeah, as always, we hope you guys enjoyed. My links and his links will be down in the description below, as well as a link to the Thirst Project and their social medias if you want to check some of their out. And yeah, hopefully within the next couple months, please check out Thirst Project. And hopefully within the next couple months, maybe I could put a link to my clothing brand down there once I get some designs up. But
let's go.
Fuck yeah. Yeah. As I said earlier, hope you all enjoyed. We'll be seeing you all on August 30th. Peace out, y'all.
See ya.